Hi Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make a double mini coffee cup holder. Looks like this, isn't it cute? And inside you can hold candy, or in my case, when we did this for my Glitter Queens retreat, we added the chocolate covered coffee beans to the cups. But any treat can fit in these little mini coffee cups. They're so cute. So let me show you another one that I made. So here's the same version, but I just used the different designer paper for the coffee cups. And then, of course, here's a Halloween version using the Spooky Night designer paper and the stamp set Merry Cafe, which will be in the holiday catalog, which starts this Friday. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's bring in the pieces that we're going to be using. I'm using the Early Espresso, and this is cut at 5 by 8, and we're going to score this together. Okay, so the cardstock, the Crumb Cake, is cut, and you're going to need two pieces, one for the front, one for the back. These are both cut at 1 3/8 by 4 7/8 for the front and back. And then the Crumb Cake for the sides, these are both cut at 1 3/8 by 1 7/8. Then the designer paper, which is the coffee break, we're going to need one for the front, one for the back. These are both cut at 1 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then two sides, which are both cut at 1 1/4 by 1 3/4. And then for the handle, I used the Early Espresso, and this is cut at 3/4 by 11. And then the designer paper is cut at 1/2 inch by 11. And I put the tear and tape on both ends. Okay, so let's grab our paper trimmer. Okay, so the 5 by 8 piece, you're going to score all four sides at 1 1/2. So it should look like this. Now let's move our trimmer. Okay, so now I'm going to cut on the ends on the score lines. So I'm just going to cut on these two score lines at this end and then also on this side. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and fold the score lines. I'm going to use my bone folder. Okay, now we're going to add the adhesive. You can use tear and tape, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to use the fast fuse, and you're going to apply the fast fuse on these two sides and these two. Okay, so you're just going to build your carrier. You're just going to fold in the sides, just like that. Okay, so there's our little carrier, just like that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add our designer paper and our crumb cake pieces. Okay, so then these pieces fit on the front, and then one also on the back side. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so there's our little carrier. Isn't it cute? Okay, so now let's go ahead and add our handle. I already tore the backing off of the tear and tape, and I'm just going to adhere it to the inside of the side panels. You don't want to go all the way down because the cup, let me show you here, the cup is going to have to slide in and out. So you want to be able to get that. So if you go all the way down on both sides, the handle is going to be pretty close to the cup. So I'm just going down just a little bit, enough to hold the tear and tape in place, because you still want to get the coffee cup out of the holder. Okay, all right, now let's go ahead and do some stamping. I'm going to be using some Whisper White, and the stamp set I'm using is the Coffee Cafe. We're using Life Happens, Coffee Helps, and then also remember this comes in a bundle. When you buy the coffee cup framelits with the stamp set, you'll save 10%. Okay, so I have my stamp, and then we're using the Early Espresso Classic ink. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp our little greeting here. Then we're going to grab our punches. I'm going to use the 1 3/4 circle punch. I'm going to punch that out. Then the 2-inch circle punch with the early espresso. Going to adhere these two pieces together. Okay, we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. Put this on the front of our little holder. Right about there looks cute. Okay, so then one more thing, we're going to add some bows. I went ahead already and tied one. This is the Whisper White Classic Weave ribbon, and I'm going to go ahead and tie one more. Okay, so then we're going to add the bows with the glue dot on the side of the holder. Okay, stick this one over here. Isn't it cute? All right, now the coffee cups. Let me show you those again. Okay, so here's the cup and the lid. I bought these mini 4-ounce coffee cups at Webstaurant. I'll have the link below in the description box if you want to get some. But the lid and the cup are also sold separately from each other. So you just want to take particular notice that when you buy the cups, you're not automatically getting the lids at that website. Okay, so what I did is I took a coffee cup and I cut it apart, and then I made a template. And I added about 1 inch or 2 to the cup. You want the designer paper to be able to wrap around the whole cup so you can adhere it. And then I used the liquid glue for that. And I went ahead already and cut one out. So let's put that together. So I'm going to be using the liquid glue. I'm going to put some glue onto the cup. And I like the glue because it's a little forgiving for the time. So you can adjust the paper around the cup. It's so cute. And then I'm just going to put some more glue on this side. And that's it. So of course you want to hold that for a couple seconds. Okay, and then you can put your lid on. And of course we're going to decorate the lid too. So let me grab some more designer paper. Okay, so for the lid I'm going to use the 1 1/4, 1 1/4 inch circle punch. And I'm going to punch out the designer paper to match the cup, and then the 1 3/8 circle punch with the early espresso cardstock. I'm going to layer these together, and of course we're going to put this on top of the coffee cup, just like that. Isn't it cute? So then there's the one. And I just happen to have another one made up, so we just slide both of those right inside of the holder, just like that. Isn't it cute? Okay, so here's the other ones. Now these two, I used the Crumb Cake Classic Weave ribbon for those. So cute. And then of course here's the Halloween version using the Spooky Night designer paper. Okay, so that's how you make that double mini coffee cup holder. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll have all the items listed below for easy shopping. And then also you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.